that's perfect. Okay, now I see you full screen. Welcome.
Thank you.
So just taking a moment, we have time, just resting. Gently noticing, no special way to be. It doesn't have to be anything, we're just here. Hanging out together. Seeing what it wants to show us right now, that's all. Just feeling that excitement in your nervous system, it's okay. It's just excitement. You're still here. Yeah. And just notice if there's anything that wants to try and change anything or fix anything, or if they can just, everything can just be like it is. When there is excitement, you could say, usually there's an automatic to want to change it or fix it or get rid of it or something. But just see if it's possible. Just whatever's here can be. And it is getting quieter in my feeling, but how's it for you? It's just, it's happening by itself. So. Yeah, beautiful.
So nice to meet you in this way.
Yeah.
I mean, both in this online way and in this way of sharing this love space.
Yeah.
Now there comes a feeling of being touched.
Welcome.
I feel this drinking.
Oh, how beautiful. Yeah. You know, in our culture, our society doesn't really invite us to meet like this. We meet each other as objects, or, you know, like, so it's, I mean, in certain circles, maybe, but mostly, generally, it's not the usual way of meeting. So it's just beyond boundaries, beyond you and me, just love meeting love.
Yeah.
Life meeting life. I love those tears. They're beautiful. Thank you.
I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Beautiful. Mm.
Isaac.
Sandra.
Just saying hello and sit with you for a while.
It's so big pleasure.
Yeah.
Mm. Interesting time we all journeying through here on the planet.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
But somehow also a wonderful time, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Mhm.
For some of us.
Yes, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
I even prolonged my vacation now for one more week because I feel that for the system, it's such a gift what is going on right now to really, you know, it's like putting a pause taste and
Button. Yeah.
button exactly, and I can feel how, I don't know, something is happening, and it feels somehow good.
Mm. In me, it feels like when we meet like this, it's so sweet, and there's also a sense of like the general vibe of humanity and the vibration of that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel both, and
Can you say something more about this genuine vibe of humanity?
yeah, it's like, I think everybody or many people recognize that we can't continue like we were going.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
And we have a financial system that's corrupt and a political system that's corrupt. And at this moment, it's okay to be quarantined when we have a nice home, but 2/3 of the world's population has barely enough to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very different circumstance for them. And then, watching this virus and people aren't sure where it came from or what it is exactly. There's no clear information. And then, watching a way of responding to it that, I'm not sure is the most intelligent. It's, it's like in some ways, I mean, I'm not an expert, but it seems like, if there's vulnerable people, you isolate them. You don't isolate everybody. Because for most people, it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So then, it's like, wow, what's really going on here?
Mm-hmm.
And then you start getting all these funny conspiracy theories.
Yes.
But it's really people trying to just, it's like when I look at the history of humankind, somehow a woman got the vote, but it didn't come easy.
Mm-hmm.
And, Gandhi did his dance, and people have been, exploring different means of trying to bring about a different possibility. And at this point in time, it's very hard to know what action to take other than this deep enjoying the moment. I mean, that's about it. But, is there some practical action that needs to be taken that, it's just crazy time. So that's what's on my screen. I sit here with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of information out there, and I really have no idea what's going on. But what came in my mind very often recently was what you were always saying. It's like nowhere to go. You know, now you really can go nowhere, and
you can go nowhere, and we don't know what's going on, and yet at the same time, there's always that humanness that, okay, which way is the boat going? How do I move with it in an intelligent way? Where it's like that. That humanness and this deep resting, this deep love affair with totality. So.
Yeah, now I understand what you meant. It's exactly what is felt here. It's a deep feeling of the only thing that can be done, if ever, is really to rest. Rest with truth or peace, or however to call this. Because really we don't know anything.
We don't. That's the truth.
Yeah, so it's good to see you, and Mike, thank you so much, Isaac, really.
Oh, sure. Lucky.
Thank you. I remute, make free.
Yeah, I love that.
Isaac.
Yeah. Hello.
I'm lying down today. So I want to ask you, I'm fine, but I have to rest. How do you feel these general vibes in your body? What do you feel?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a nice question.
Because you are the Scorpio, you are the feeler. You go deep.
It's like on the one, at a very deep knowing, all is well. And at the same time, a recognition that there's so many moving parts happening at the moment, and that for most people, it's a freak out. A lot of people don't know how they're going to feed their families, how they, it's like.
I know all this, but what do you feel inside?
It's just that vibe like that, It's like
yeah. I feel the same. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay. In one boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I unmute.
Big love.
Big love to you.
Hi, Isaac.
That sounds like Sylvie.
Yes.
Okay, now I've just got to find you. Now I find your picture. Good, and now I can get you full screen. Yeah, that vulnerability that comes with just when we realize we don't know, It's very vulnerable. Sure.
Isaac, is maybe a weird question, but do you ever receive like clear messages about the situation, or like the Hopi saying it will be about 4 years or this period or things like that?
No. I mean, I kind of knew that there were, I think many of us knew that there was a restructuring coming.
Yeah.
And we know that it needs to happen. And it's like, you know, a way of functioning that's that I don't think is possible through our mind. I think it's only possible through our heart, if I have to say it like that. It's so funny to speak, but and then, you know, what will it take for the majority, if at all? I mean, there's no telling in a certain way how it will move. In one sense, you know, when we rest here and there's just love flowing, we're in the, you know, it's paradise. It's but how the movie will play out in terms of whether the human species survives or not, we have no way of knowing. It's crazy times.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, rather than going into this projection that everything's going to be all right, just in this moment, everything is okay. Everything is just like it is, as strange as it is. Yeah. In a way, it's that really deep question: can we really relax in the not knowing of anything, not knowing how it's going to turn out, not knowing anything, actually? And then some people are called, like Nelson Mandela, to fight the system, like Julian Assange. So, you know, like you listen, you see where life puts you and how it moves you, and we don't know.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sally. Ciao.
Ciao.
Isaac, it's like the dying process. Can we really relax? We go into the unknown then.
Exactly.
Huh?
Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing, yeah.
Uriah, would you like to speak? And or sit with Isaac? I will unmute you so that you can actually talk back. Can you hear me?
You unmute?
Yeah.
Yes, I hear you and see you.
I hope I look awake enough. I'm very empty-headed at the moment. Empty-headed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awake,
I
but
think.
also I want to lay down.
Yeah.
What?
Feel free. Feel free.
Yeah. Keep breathing.
You don't have to worry. It will keep breathing or it won't.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to share something that yesterday I saw you and I had a day before, I mean. And my whole system was panically moving inside. I got resistance. Like I told Meike yesterday that it was more easy to look to her in a angel space somehow. She looked like an angel for me. I don't know why, but. And I told her when I looked to Isaac, I felt resistance as if my father was giving a speech, and I was projecting a sort of father, like, oh, I need some support. And in the same time, no, I have fixed, I've managed, I'm fine. And
if
now
it's
today,
possible.
since I spoke that yesterday, I was so productive. I was cleaning my kitchen and very much in the householding. But and today I felt, oh yeah, I feel so relaxed and mellow, and I put a light message on my Facebook group about light, and I thought, oh, I share the light, and it's all imaginary. I can see somehow. I create my own stage, my own. I feel like what life is happening now all the time. There's so much going on in the world, and of course we are part of it. There's this corona, but I don't want to go in the story, because yesterday I already talked to Mike that I felt like, ooh, I have relieved these symptoms and I feel like reborn, and there is a shift, like transformation happening all over the place. There are a lot of support, singing with Miten, and doing yoga on the video myself, looking at yoga, and there is a lot of people go online, and I also know how to do it on the Zoom now, but I feel also a little bit lived by computers, Zoom and live stream and Facebook group. Now it's you, and tomorrow it's Jon de Ruiter, and then it's this one, that one. Everybody gives some input, but I really make kind of choices. This I want to go for, I feel relaxed with. This is what I want to give. This is what I want to receive. But it is like a creation of another world, an online world, and I don't see many people. Yeah.
So we hear now.
Yeah, here now it's all fine. I feel quite awakened, and that all choices go in different directions. It has to, because it's like that. Yeah, you want to say something. I see it on your face. You look so sweet now. So, yeah, soft, different than 2 days before. I see a sort of, but maybe it was my projection also. See sort of tough speeching. I feel very much in my heart, in a way. Story doesn't matter. Yeah. My daughter has her birthday today, so we try to make it to go to the beach together. Yeah. She came back from South America. I was very worried, and I thought, oh, I'm dying, and maybe the airplane is crashing, and rescue airplane, and my uncle in the hospital, and persons with symptoms.
Gurja, hi.
Hi. Yeah, it's easy go in a story and tell how my life has more worse than anybody else, of course. No, I feel quite a gift in this. Yeah. But also I feel I want to close my eyes again and go in this deepness. What I felt when I was laying, I hear you silence, and in between the words, I felt a lot of silence coming in. Then I felt, yesterday I was the last one. I got 3 minutes because the time was over. And then I see Mike, and I have to do something. But she was laughing a lot, and me too. So it was nice that at least to make that connection. And now I felt I want to reconnect again. But I feel a bit stupid with you. I don't know. I also, I cannot function. I'm since 12th March in my house, seeing not so many people, a lot on Zoom, singing on the Zoom together. It's
if it's possible to not talk.
Yeah, I close my eyes.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but I feel behind all this there is something what I want to share, but I have no words for it. On one hand, it's like I feel like an awakened state, but it's say, it's stupid to say that, but what I create on Facebook, it feels like, oh, I'm also an awakened person. I don't mind. I have to live it because I lost. The whole society is collapsing. So, and I'm more in my energy with it. Finally, it's happening. I'm happy that it goes like that. There's a stop. Finally, and it's not you to me saying stop talking. No, it's the whole thing is stopping, and it feels like I feel so much to do for breathing, that people breathe in and out, and I have a mission to do, but it's not a doing, it's happening, because what else to do? There's nothing left than just to live the here and now. And I hope I represent it today to you, but I feel a little bit small now. I feel also, yeah, I cannot look so straight. I need some glasses. Then the whole time on the internet is that. Okay, I accept how it is. I love everybody and myself. Love and conquer the whole world. That's what we do, I hope. But there is also a part in me feeling a little bit powerless. And then with words, I feel I get some control and I can manage. Yeah, where I have to deal with is to do nothing, sit backwards, meditate. And I do it every day since the beginning of the, how we call it here, the 1.5 meter society. And in other words, oh yeah.
I'm gonna actually stop you.
Yeah, but you are not saying a word. That also makes me a little bit uncomfortable. That I have to declare something intelligent.
You don't have to do anything. That talking, actually, what happens is it takes away the capacity to meet really finely.
Yeah, but you're so close in the screen, and you look like this. Then I feel a little bit. Everybody's managing in their own house, some in families or with a partner, but I'm alone since 12 March.
Pooja, I'm gonna stop.
What is the tip now? Because I get a headache also now.
Just keep quiet. Rest.
Yeah, I was doing that actually. And I put my name for 12:30 to connect with you. Until then, I want to lay down. And
Please.
now Eva asked, yes, okay. Well, okay, can we reconnect again then?
We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to let someone else have a chance.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. I want at the end 12:30 and let others go first. But now, okay.
No problem. Lots of love.
Yeah. Peace. Peace.
Yeah. Peace always.
Are you still here, me?
Then mute yourself.
Hi.
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 Hi. It's you.
Hey.
Hey. Anything that wants to be spoken?
I'm just going to take for a moment. So there's a movement that I've noticed.
There's what?
A movement
Okay.
that I've noticed. I don't know how else to describe it other than kind of like this. It's like there's an energy I can see coming like this, and then another energy that comes like this, and I'm not sure if it's the intelligence or there's something that then attracts, and it almost needs, it can't quite, it's like something comes up against and it needs to decide which one, in a way.
Mm.
And I think that that's often caused a lot of confusion and contraction. It plays out obviously in a lot of different narratives, stories throughout my life, but it feels like a
And does it all drop away at moments?
well, I think, yeah, when I go back into my heart space, it's almost, can encompass both.
Yeah.
And then also
So
somehow
beautiful. So, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if there's something more that I can see in that, or whether just having noticed like that can kind of dissolve it, or the more conscious I come, almost. Do you think there's anything more that, can you see anything in that?
Mm-mm. My sense is that, any effort to decide keeps it in doing rather than in being. So that's an old habit in a way, you could say. It's like that. Nothing wrong with it, nothing right with it. Just that there's something, when it all drops, you could say, then there's no deciding necessary. There's nothing. Yeah, there's just it's very fine noticing that doesn't have to decide anything. It's just in the noticing itself, things just kind of, wherever there's subtle effort, it kind of shows itself, and then it drops. You kind of drop through it in a way.
Can I ask one question about it though? It felt like something that you can see that's tracking, and it felt at first to me like it was actually that tracking that couldn't quite. But is that still mind? Then is that still linked to some mind intelligence?
It's one way of saying it to make it easy is that there's some effort. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Isaac?
Thomas.
Hi.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we could explore what Isabella said a little bit further. It's also what I was a bit on my mind. Is living from the heart space and living from, yeah, you could say awareness and how can you stay grounded and also be in these places and when it sometimes moves to dissociation. Can we explore that a bit? I don't know if it's clear what I'm saying, but
So we're just talking, we hear, and there is awareness here.
Yeah. Do you directly direct your attention to your heart sometimes, or to awareness itself? You can put it to awareness itself, but can you also direct it sometimes towards your heart space?
In a way, we're inquiring, so we're just playing and exploring and learning from within this interest, within this love affair. So there's a quality of attention that is exploring the depth of itself. So it's it's like it's exploring just so gently being, not trying to get anywhere, not trying to understand anything. Just like, and it's interesting because as it explores like that, somehow what we're calling the heart just starts to kind of flow. But it's not, that flowing is not really a doing, it's more just like this expression of totality is just kind of savoring or meeting itself. I guess words are always so funny, but yeah.
No, because sometimes it feels for me when my attention get pulled in something, it's like a remembering to put my attentions again somewhere else, and then it starts flowing, or
and so that remembering, in the sense, that's not something we can do. It's just like somehow
that's the learning
within the context of this interest that just shows up. Oh wow, okay, yeah, and then it starts.
Thanks, Isaac.
No, thanks, Thomas.
Isaac.
Mm-hmm. Hey, John.
Can you see me? I'm here. I speak a little so you can follow.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Katerina. Oh.
Yeah. I just was sitting and felt a sadness coming up or something.
Mm.
At the same time, I have so much love for you and all this. And I really want to thank you for offering these meetings such a easy way.
Yeah.
To me, your presence is so comforting.
Wow.
Yeah, because I feel this feeling like everything is okay. I never really had it or did not experience when I grew up. So it's not so natural to me.
I love to hear that. Thank you.
And also something in you, for me, I know that you have children and I never had children. And, you know, something feels so healthy in the, yeah, just healthy in this accepting life how it is. And how it is.
Yeah. And to me, it seems like that accepting is really like every cell relaxing and every cell just, and then that you could say what we call accepting or surrendering is that just that fineness that just keeps starts to receive and be nurtured by the whole, being caressed, by the universe.
I'm actually separating from my partner who lives in the same house. And it's not a very good time to push somebody to move out. It's just
yeah. It's a funny thing in a way, because we talk about separating, but there's another way of just like there's love there still, and it's like if there's respect and then you can stay in the same place. That you don't have to even go. Mike and I live in the same place, and it's beautiful. We don't. Yeah, it's just a deep appreciation of each other. There's love, and it's just like okay, but that kind of holding on is gone, and yeah,
Yeah,
container's gone. Yeah.
It's not really gone yet. There's a lot of pets playing, and
but that's okay. It's okay.
yeah,
It's okay. Yeah.
I'm just realizing that that's for me very, very new to accept that the love is still there, and it's just not how it's not turning out the way maybe my projection of my future and my life
Yeah.
wanted things to happen. So
Yeah.
and
I understand. Yeah.
yeah, and still stay present to what is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's in a way, you know, it's like my sense is what we're saying goodbye to is never the person or the love that's there. We're saying goodbye to patterns that were troubling. Yeah. And so
Patterns of what? Of
patterns that were troubling us.
driving us?
Troubling us, making
troubling.
trouble for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, we spend time with someone, and like yeah, like all the that we learned from our parents and our culture about what relating's supposed to be and what it is, and all our ideas around it and all that. And that causes difficulty for most people. And so, like we try and communicate and try to get it to be the way we want it. And at some point you go, wait a second, all of that stuff actually is very painful. And then it's like, okay, can it just love itself like that without needing anything to be different, including just watching patterns as they come up, as this whole thing that you thought it was is changing. And then maybe it is good to say, okay, look, we get a separate space. Maybe it's easier for a while or not. You go, okay, well, we're still love here. Can we be, autonomous in ourselves and
yeah, I feel it's very
or not, yeah, it might not. You just see what's right for you.
and trust life that if I stop, wanting and pushing and having things certain ways, that really I can surrender to what is and how it unfolds. And
yeah.
not me who has to control and the whole thing.
Exactly.
So hard.
And the movement to control, you would never do it. Those are old patterns, and just the seeing of them and being gentle with them, not trying to control the controlling. This, okay, so movement is happening that thinks it knows how it should be or could be, or how someone should be or could be, and just seeing it and going, no, don't have to do that again. It's okay.
I love that you look so sunny and happy to me.
Thank you.
I make space for the next.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm.
Sakib would like to speak.
Sakib.
I will
Okay.
unmute you.
Pleasure. You're still in the Canaries? Yeah. Oh, there's a mosquito. I heard it, but it's disappeared. Amazing how they can just disappear.
It's great that we can meet like this, all of us.
Yeah.
And space doesn't seem to matter.
No, yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, there's a you could say there's a quality of meeting that's beyond time and space. It's just the ever-present now, something like that.
Thank you.
Thank you. How's it being quarantined? Normally you don't spend so much time with your partner, right? How's that?
Oh, it's fine. We have a big house and a big garden right now where we are staying. Plenty of space to meet and to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, we do have a lot of space. And actually, I'm very creative here. I pot around in the garden and do stone collages. And yeah, so it's, even though what came to my mind when this whole thing started, I felt being here on this Canary Island of Lanzarote, I feel very removed from everything. You know, I'm not stuck in the midst of the horror. You know, I'm sort of viewing everything from the distance, like I don't want to say an ivory tower, but we have a really nice comfort zone here.
Yeah.
And so it's all very surreal in a way.
Yeah.
And my heart goes out for everything, for everybody, for the world, really, because, you know, in a way I sometimes feel a little bit guilty, or I feel guilty sitting here in this comfort zone, hear the news, and there's all these people under ventilators and stuck in hospitals or working in hospitals, and this is, you know, there's peace here in my immediate surroundings. It's absolutely beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah. And that's it. I always think all we can do is to accept what is and to surrender into the moment.
Mm. Mm.
And there's a lot of peace.
That's a luck. That's a big luck. Mm.
And to be able to connect with everyone here it's a real blessing for all of us here. Because we are not separated.
No, absolutely not. It's true.
Thank you.
Thanks. Mm. Mhm.
Isaac,
Mm.
I know it's almost time, but maybe can I just
That
for 10 seconds?
with pleasure, but we, time is so relative. We have time.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for organizing and everything that you do with such grace and ease. Mm.
Thank you for saying that.
Mm.
So enjoy. I'm grateful that I can do it.
Mm. Mm. Thanks, Hans-Peter. And thanks to all of you for showing up and just being together. Wow.